All right, boys and girls, in the next example, I'm going to show you how to convert from degrees to radians. And basically, all you have to do is multiply degrees by pi rad over 180 degrees. All right, let's show you in the first example. All right, so I have three examples here. A is 60 degrees, B is 420 degrees, and C is 230 degrees. Okay, basically the rules are simple, or the directions. We want to rewrite each angle in radian measure as a multiple of pi, and you do not need to use a calculator. Okay, as a matter of fact, I recommend not to use a calculator at all. All right, let's start with A. Okay, so for A, we have 60 degrees, and as stated before, we said multiply by pi rad over 180 degrees. Okay, so it should basically look like this. Again, I don't need a calculator. Since I want it in radian form, I want to make sure my unit of measure is there, okay? So basically, I could just simplify. So this is not necessary because by now we know the rules of fractions, but I'm going to go ahead and just put it there, okay? I can simplify the degrees by 60. So this would give me 1 and this would give me 3. And so if I simplify this further, my final answer should be pi over 3, and then rad is the same as radians. Okay, that's like my unit of measure. So my final answer should be pi over 3 radians. And that's it. And you don't need a calculator. Okay, so let's do the next one. So we're going to move on to part B. So part B, 420 degrees times pi rad over 180 degrees. Okay, again, it's this simple. You don't need a calculator. So 420 and 180, I can simplify that. And basically, again, I'm not even going to use a calculator. Okay, the zeros cancel, so now I have 42 and 18. I basically simplified by 100. And then 42 and 18, you can simplify by 6. So that'll give you 7, and this will give you 3. Okay, so my final answer here would be 7 pi radians, okay, over 3. Okay, and then that's my answer for part B. Okay. And they want it in pi form, so you leave it as pi. So again, you don't need a calculator. All right, then the last one for C. And I'm going to do C down here. I don't have a lot of room. So for C, we have 230 pi rad over 180 degrees. Okay. Again, I can simplify by 100, so the zeros cancel. And then if you look at 23 and 18, there's nothing I can simplify, and that's okay. So 23 just happens to be a prime number. So then that means my final answer will simply be 23 pi over 18 radians. Okay. So make sure it's always in simplest form. And again, leave it in pi form and include the radians. And you don't need a calculator for this. Okay. So now I'm going to give you some examples for you to try.